Hey, hey! Boy, what a long day of acting professionally. Come home. There you go. Oops. Uh-oh, they figured out my real name. Okay, I don't think I'm in trouble. We got problems. Work. Problems. Of work. Successes. It's not all bad. Oh, and it's the guy with gears. We've seen him before. Work your life so it works for you. It's nice. I like that, actually. I'm going to work it. I'm doing something. A workman is not just a workman. A laborer is not just a laborer. An office worker is not just an office worker. They are living, breathing, important pillars on which the entire structure of our civilization is erected. Emphasis theirs. L. Ron Hubbard. I guess I can sort of get behind that. I don't know. Bring order and understanding to life's confusions. Life is composed of 1/7 work, 1/10 familial, 1/10 political, and 1/10 relaxation. Here, then, is Scientology applied to that crucial 7/10 of existence. This sounds weirdly familiar. Have I done this one before? The Problems of Work contains the senior principles and laws which apply to every endeavor, every problem of work. For they are the discoveries which lay bare the core of these problems and explain the very fabric of life itself. The breakthroughs detailed here include the anatomy of confusion and its cure, the doctrine of the stable datum, the most fundamental law of work and living, the anatomy of control, and how to turn bad control to good, the anatomy of life as game, and blah, blah, fucking blah. Business replied by mail. Oh! No postage necessary if mailed within the United States. You know what that means? That I can put whatever I want in here and send it back to them. And when they get it, they're like, well, thank you, Mr. Postman. Here you are, a shilling. Oh, actually, it's quite heavy. Here's 7. You put in whatever you want. I could, put in some gum. Pretty chew. I'm not barbaric. You just put all of this stuff back into it and just send it back to them. It might make them think that I'm interested, but I have not filled anything out. You can do that with all your junk mail. I just found that out. Luck. Problems of this. Okay, let's hear what they say. This book was really amazing. The information on the cycle of action was very real for me. I realized that I had problems, and I can now tackle these. My life has changed, thanks to this information. As well, the tool of walking at the end of the day is very useful for me. When I'm really stressed, I just take a long walk around my neighborhood, and everything comes back to normal. PQ. LD says, I understand how I became so introverted on the subject of work. I was getting very neurotic about it and didn't know why. Now I know what happened. I went down the dwindling spiral of control. The problems of work cleared up for me why I felt exhausted at the end of the day. The solution is right there in the book, and now I apply it every day and have even more energy than I've had in years. I discovered one very stable datum in life. What causes insanity? Being denied work! It has made me change my whole viewpoint in the whole workaday world, and as an executive, I now know how to handle my juniors and make the workplace a paradise. I just wish I had the information earlier, as it would have made a big difference in my life. Thanks to Mr. Hubbard for the bright ideas which I am now using daily in my life. 2011, CSLA, all rights reserved, printed in USA. Oh, that was from JK. Totally serious. Yeah, so I guess this is supposed to appeal to me as one who is looking for a job. and struggling with that. If I wanted to work inside of a giant clock, these are the guys. But you see, the gears are not literal gears. The gears are metaphorical of the different parts of my brain. And if they fit together appropriately, then I will be at maximum occupancy. I mean, I know this. Productivity. Life is 7/10 work, 1/10 familial, 1/10 political, 1/10 relaxation. Economics, the paycheck, struggle for, is 7/10 of existence. Lose a man his income or his job, and you find him in bad mental condition, usually. If we're going to find proofs of this anywhere, we'll find them everywhere. Worry over security, worry over worth, worries about being able to do things in life for others are the principal worries of existence. Let's be very simple. People with nothing to do, people without purpose, most easily become neurotic or mad. Work, basically, is not a drudgery. It is something to do. The paycheck tells us we are worth something. And, of course, it buys us what we have to live. Or almost does. All right, work security, then, is important. But security itself is an understanding. Insecurity is unknownness. When one is insecure, he simply doesn't know. He is not sure. Men who know are secure. Men who don't know believe in luck. One is made insecure by not knowing whether or not he is going to be sacked. Thus, he worries, and so it is with all insecurity. Insecurity exists in the absence of knowledge. All security derives from knowledge. One knows he will be cared for no matter what happens. That is a security. In the absence of certain knowledge, it could also be a fallacy. Luck is chance. To depend upon luck is to depend upon not knowingness. But in truth, how could one have knowledge about life when life itself had not been brought as knowledge into order? When the subject of life itself was a chaos, how could work as a part of life be anything but a chaos? If livingness is an unknown subject, then workingness and all pertaining to work must be an unknown subject, exposed to cynicism, hopelessness, and guesses. To obtain, hold, and improve a job, one would have to know the exact precision rules of life if one were to have a complete security. L. Ron Hubbard. That makes not a lot of sense to me. If I were to sum up, essentially, what he's saying here, summarize, basically, I have no idea what he's saying. Something about being able to, wanting to be sure, if you're just confident, you will have a job. And don't think that it's, chance whether or not you get a job. No, you will force your will onto the world with enough confidence and cooperation from others. Is that an accurate summation? I don't know. Or, to put it another way, I don't know what he's saying. To get a job, then you, I don't know, but it's probably, if you read the rest of the book, what the F? What the hell is that about? What the hell? Other religions are about love or helping people or doing something. This is telling me that if I want a job, I need to be confident. It's going to be kind of tricky, I'm probably a schmuck. But figure it out. Read the book. That's not a religion. I'm sorry. That's not teaching me anything except work hard. You're probably not working hard enough right now. That's terrible. That is a terrible, terrible way to live your life. It's a uniquely American, pervasive ideal. I don't normally do this. Can I crumple it up and put it back into the envelope is the question? Will they accept this at the post office? I don't know. If it's harder for them to deliver it, do they charge them more? I don't know. I don't know. And here, my Papaya King card. I'm never going to fill that up. Go nuts, guys. And yes, some gum. Because why not? My postman will pick that up. I'm not crazy. The cat's not going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm just pretending.